One of the more enjoyable parts of the school experience for many, many people is being around your peers. If you ask most people what they missed during the pandemic, it was being around other people, that social element. And if you ask most students what they missed about school, it was being with their friends. Uh, but many people also found that liberating not having to be in for those forced social situations. For some, going to school or being in that social situation with other people can be very anxiety ridden, or drive up people's anxiety, make it very nerve wracking, and make it not a very comfortable place to learn. Something that generative AI can help us with is that it is non judgmental. So some people who would be reticent to go and seek help or talk to someone and get feedback because they'd fear that they would judge them in some way. Generative AI doesn't do that. So we could use generative AI as a coach, a entity that summarizes what it thinks it heard you say and ask you reflective questions that you could then engage back with. That can happen in a way that gives people strategies for how to engage with other humans when they're in a social situation or find themselves in a social situation. They can either prepare for that if they know they have to go to let's say a party, for instance. They could prepare ahead of time by practicing with the AI, with no fear that anyone's going to laugh at them or someone's going to judge them in some sort of harsh way or use their insecurities against them. Generative AI is not going to do that. It's going to give you the feedback that you need and the practice that you need to maybe have the confidence then to say, okay, I've practiced this, these skills of these social skills that have made me nervous. Let me go and engage with humans now that I've practiced with something that's not human. This is a whole new way that people can learn social skills, learn executive functioning skills. That's often another thing that people are frustrated with when they leave a public education is they don't know how to take notes. They don't know how to put things into a calendar. They don't know how, they haven't yet to develop a routine of checking a calendar to manage their life. They don't know how to break down large, complex tasks into iterative chunks. This is another place where generative AI could be used to say, hey, I have this project. How would you help me approach it? Hey, I need to learn this concept. What strategies could you employ? Hey, I'm struggling getting my world organized. What are some things I can do? And it wouldn't just be one question and one response. It would be a conversation that you're having. So no one says, oh, geez, you don't know how to use a calendar yet? Oh, geez, you don't know how to take notes yet? Or even if people don't do that, there's the fear, the perception that they might. That goes away when using generative AI. So let's think about, as we move into the future with generative AI, how it can be used to support social emotional development, social skills, and executive functioning skills to help people have more productive lives and deeper connections with other people.